Hey guys, back with another Maplestory video here. This time we're doing a full guide on Mulong, new revamped one, up to floor 45. Now, full disclaimer, I haven't actually got to floor 45. I haven't cleared floor 44, but I failed enough times to understand all the mechanics, all the skills, what to expect, how to handle it. Now it's just about execution and clearing it. So with that being said, let's get into it. So floors 1 through 39 are exactly the same. Don't have to talk about it, but we'll start with floor 40. He does this one short sword frontal attack. Now it's pretty easy to dodge. It has a short range, so kind of just understand what to look for, and then you can dash back or just tank it if you have a lot of HP, and he should die pretty quickly. Floor 41 has two attacks. He has a flame and he has a dash ability. Now, you can predict and see sort of the animation. He's going to do a little charge up before he does a flame, and then he's going to do a little pause before he dashes. Just know what to look for and see that, and you can stun it, or you can use an iframe. Not very tanky. You can get through it. Now, floor 42. This guy always stands in the right corner, so make sure you're not starting there. You will get one-shotted, but if you stand kind of in the middle or right under him, you will not take touch damage. But he does two attacks, one if he turns purple and one if he turns green. So you'll see he turns color first. That's the indicator of what ability he's going to do. So if it's purple, then he's going to do a purple orb from above where you're standing is going to spawn and it's going to drop down on you. And if he turns green, then a leaf petal below you is going to spawn. You have to dodge that. It's going to blow up, one-shot you. So just know what color he turns, where to look, and you should be able to dodge and stand and avoid it altogether. Now, floor 43. It's a huge, giant plant, stands in the middle, so you just want to move off to the side a little bit, left or right, and make sure you don't take that touch damage and get one-shotted right at the beginning. And this plant does two abilities as well. He's going to do a rose petal ability and then an overhead smash. So the things you want to look for is one, before either of the attacks, he's going to do some sort of either overhead, swing his arm up, or it's going to dip down and go up, turn red, and then the flame petal is going to appear. So how do you dodge this? The flame petal is pretty simple, right? The petal is going to show up on the ground, and you want to dodge to the same side, right? You don't want to go through. You will take touch damage and most likely get one-shotted. It hits very hard. Now, for the overhead smash, if you were staying on the same side that he's smashing, you will get hit, one-shotted, and die and fail. So with these ones, there's no room for error. You have to know what to expect and what to look for and move accordingly. So for the overhead smash, if you have time to dash through and you will not take touch damage, as you can see in my video. So you just need to understand what skill he's going to do, what to expect, and then either dash through, jump through, or you jump back to the same side to avoid the rose petal, and make sure you reposition before you start doing damage. And with reps, with practice, you will get it. Just make sure that at the first time you sort of stop attacking. Don't spam your attacks and abilities. Make sure you know what to expect and look, and you have time to move accordingly, and you will kill it eventually. Pretty tanky, but especially without crit res, but you can do it. I do this without any buffs so that I have all my cooldowns for floor 44. And then for floor 44, you're going to need a lot of luck, a lot of DPS, and you're going to have to know the mechanics and what to expect. A lot of things going on. Unfortunately, there is no set rotation, but there are a few things that I've noticed that she does back to back. So we'll start off with the tornado, right? Actually, we'll start off first with the first ability that she does right off the bat is this purple skill. It's always a frontal attack. She does it immediately. So all you have to do is either up jump before, or you can just dash jump through it right when she's about to do the ability, and you will not take touch damage and not get hit, and you will survive. Pretty straightforward. Now, then you can look at the tornadoes, right? Tornadoes are random, right? There's no way to predict it. You can't see anything. So what you have to do is, if you have an up jump, time it where you can up jump right as the tornadoes are about to spawn, and you will not get hit. I think you can also teleport through it or dash. I'm not too sure how other classes do it, but I think I've seen Loomies do it where they dash through it and they don't get hit by, they teleport through it and they don't get hit by the tornadoes. So that's something you have to try for yourself in your class. But I know for Paladin specifically, or a lot of classes with an up jump or a fly up ability, they can fly up and not get hit by the tornadoes. Then she does the flames. Pretty straightforward. Avoid it. Stay out of the corners, right? Positioning is important. You want to be able to be prepared for anything and not get yourself caught in a corner. So, and then the hardest part for most classes is how to avoid this bomb mechanic. She does this little orb pop into a skull animation. That is the animation for the bomb debuff. Now, you cannot dispel it with Hero's Will. You cannot dispel it with Will of Urda. You have to preemptively use these abilities or have Benediction or use your iframe accordingly to dodge the bomb. It's a one-shot ability and you cannot up jump it to avoid it. It's very hard to time, and I don't think it's even possible. So it's one of those mechanics where I think Hero's Will is extremely important, and knowing what animation to look for so that you can dispel it. Same like in Lotus, where you have to preemptively use Hero's Will or Will of Urda before the bomb seduces or stuns you, or you won't be able to remove it by yourself. Which is why you can see that in this run, I have my Will of Urda and Hero's Will on a preset. I use it actually preemptively and survive, so I don't have to use my iframes. I can use my iframe, my Senko for DPS, and my res iframe for if there's that full map clearing AoE one-shot orb thing that everyone is familiar with, right? So that is, and I noticed that if she does this bomb skill or she does that purple front attack, that first ability that she does, then she usually follows up with the other one. So these ones are usually paired together, and except for at the beginning after the first attack, but usually throughout the fight, if she does one, she'll do the other right after. So just be aware of that. I'm not 100% guaranteed for certain, but that's something I've noticed consistently as the runs gotten longer. Let me know in the comments how far you guys are getting. If you guys, if this helped you, let me know. But thanks for watching. I hope to share another video of me getting to floor 45 soon. But until then, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.